Hello, Antherly viewers. Kind of stopped reading in the middle of a pretty steamy scene, didn't we? Whoops. Alright, we are here to talk about chapters 31 through 45 of Eleanor Park. I don't know where to start. I guess I've got some notes here. I'll just start at the top. On page 205, there was the quote, she didn't know that there were things worse than selfish. I really liked that line. So much of this book is about growing up and about both learning of the evils of the world, but then also learning that it's still worth it to find something good to hold on to and to not just let the evils sort of take over everything. It's like a subtle underlying theme of the book, and I just thought that line was so great. You know, that part of growing up is realizing how dark and horrible the world can be, but then also to find your own happiness in it. And so I just thought that was really cool. Speaking of evil, I've been sort of noticing that Tina and Richie are these sort of parallel evils in this book, that they both are capable of such horrible things and that they both cause so much stress in Eleanor's life. And I think it's a really interesting way to show that the horribleness of young people, especially young girls in middle school or high school, can be as bad and as negative on someone's life as like an abusive parent. And I think that that is such a powerful message to send out in this book, that kids can be really, really mean. And a lot of times, you know, the adults in her life are totally dismissive of it. The gym teacher, like, doesn't care at all what Eleanor has to go through when her gym clothes are the only thing that she can wear because her regular clothes have been thrown in the toilet. I think that, you know, adults can sometimes just be like, ugh, kids just being kids, but sometimes kids aren't just being kids. Sometimes kids are being really, really horrible, and it's something that really needs to be addressed. I also really loved the makeover scene. I love how Park's mom is, you know, really coming around to Eleanor and is sort of taking her under her wing because she really understands her family situation because it's so similar to her own family situation growing up. And I thought it was interesting how much Eleanor hated this makeover, and I know that Park sort of mulled over why she didn't like it. And at first I thought that she has to hide so much about her life already that wearing makeup felt like she was hiding even more, that, you know, she couldn't handle having to hide another part of herself. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that to Eleanor, not wearing makeup is actually hiding more so than wearing makeup would be, because being ugly meant that people would leave her alone. I feel like Eleanor almost feels like she deserves to be ugly because it means that people won't ask her questions and people will just write her off as worthless, and then it'll be easier for her to hide. I guess in a sense, not wearing makeup just proves to herself and everyone else around her that she doesn't matter. And this really made me think, because we get such mixed signals growing up about makeup and about, you know, about the clothes we decide to wear and all of those things. When I was young, I definitely thought that makeup was for like shallow popular girls, and so I sort of prided myself on not wearing makeup and not buying into that whole fake shallow scene. And it actually wasn't until I was older and started learning about what it meant to be empowered and to do the things that you want no matter what, that I started to realize that wearing makeup is a really positive thing that you should be able to do if you want to, and that it doesn't mean that you're hiding anything or pretending to be someone that you're not. It's just another form of expressing yourself. I actually really appreciated that Park, a young boy, realized these things before most people would. You know, Park actually starts wearing eyeliner because he realizes that it's just something that he likes doing. It's just something that makes him feel good about himself. And I loved the quote, "You just look like you with the volume turned up." That is such a great quote to carry with you into your life about doing the things that you like to do. If people think that you're trying to be someone you're not, if you're wearing crazy glasses or wearing a lot of makeup or wearing clothes that aren't normal, it's still you. You aren't trying to be someone else. You're just you with the volume turned up. And I just love that so much. I have a lot more that I could say about gender roles and stuff based on this section, but there's so little left in this book. I think we only have about 50 pages left. I didn't really measure these chapters out very well, that I think I might save it for the next video and just end this one with saying that there's this growing apprehension that I feel, this date that Park's mom let them go on with the car. I feel like both of them have done a lot of things that aren't bad and aren't wrong, but definitely could get them in a lot of trouble, and they've managed to get away with it for so much longer than I feel like it's normal to in this book. And so I can't even fully appreciate and enjoy these scenes because I just can tell that something horrible is right around the corner, especially as I get closer to the end of the book, and so I have so much stress. I'm wondering how you guys are feeling about this. I'm getting really worried about all this Tina stuff. I'm getting worried that I don't know how it's gonna break. I mentioned this in my last video. Something is going to break soon. The tension is building and mounting and rising so much, and I don't know who's gonna get in trouble first and why and how, and I really worry about all the guns that angry people in this book own, and I just don't know what's gonna happen, and I'm super nervous. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling, where you think this might be going, how you think it's gonna end, because as we all remember, that first little passage in this book was not happy. It says something about Eleanor being gone. I don't know what that means. But your assignment for the next week is to finish the book. I don't remember how many chapters it is, but it's only this much, 50 pages, so we can do it. Good luck. Thanks for reading this along with me. I'll see you guys at the finish line.